So much talk in the Sudiksha Konanki case, and many online sleuths are struggling to wrap their heads around what really happened to her. Was this a tragic accident, or did something sinister happen in that dark water? Will we ever know the truth? Yesterday, I posted a video sharing what a resort worker had said about if Sudiksha had drowned. He said her body would have washed up within a day. There is no way all this time would have passed with no sign of her at all, if she did in fact drown at that beach. It turns out that he may have some valid points, and the information I am about to share with you now raises a whole lot more questions. Before we get into that, it's important to remember that there was an extensive search for Sudiksha, over 300 law enforcement personnel, and still no sign of her. Sadly, just weeks before Sudiksha and her friends even arrived in the Dominican Republic, tragedy struck at that same beach. On the 17th January 2025, a group of tourists went swimming, where a red flag warned of strong currents and rough seas. 4 of these tourists drowned, while 2 others were saved. However, here is the part to take note of. All 4 bodies were recovered from the beach the next day. So, basically within 24 hours, the sea had returned all 4 bodies. Sudiksha has been missing for 20 days already now, and still no sign of her, regardless of the massive search that took place. Makes us question whether she really drowned at that beach then. On that day of Sudiksha's disappearance, sea conditions were also dangerous, with high waves reported. There was a red flag warning, same as when the other 4 tourists went in the water. Previous guests of the Rue Republica Hotel, an all-inclusive adults-only resort, have spoken of the rugged sea conditions during their stays. Other guests staying at the hotel, the same time as Sudiksha, also spoke about the sea conditions. They reported that the waves had been dangerously high. They also said there were not many people in the ocean as there usually are. I do think this is interesting information to have. Does it make us question even more because drowning victims' bodies previously at the same beach were always found? 20 days without any sign of Sudiksha is extremely concerning.